Hey y'all, this is Dina. Welcome to my channel. Y'all, I'm back to show you how I'm going to be doing my hot cocoa packs this year. I have been working, trying to get all these. Used to before, I would make one or two and then make them at a later date, you know, but my craft fair is in a month and a half and I can't do that. So I've been working to try to make sure I get all the bases of everything done, and my marshmallows have not come in yet, but I did go run down and I ended up just buying a box of hot cocoa at Walmart because I've decided I'm only gonna do 25 of these. So I have 30 packs of hot cocoa mixes. So anyway, this is what I'm actually going to be doing. They're turning out so cute, and see, it's like a card with a treat. A card with a treat. Now, this is a Pinterest find. I did see this on Pinterest, and I thought it was just absolutely darling. I've kind of taken it and made it my own. I kind of used the same dimensions a little bit, but yeah, I just kind of thought it was just such a great idea, and it's just something different, and this is how they're turning out. So I'm only going to pack up one on camera, because I'm waiting for the marshmallows, and I want to make sure that I have everything to go in them, but I figured I'd go ahead and get this out for y'all. I have the hot cocoa and the peppermint spoons, and all I'll need to do is put the marshmallows. So let's just get on with this. Let me just show you quickly all the ones that I have completed. So this is this one. I just love it. And these little foam stickers, I got them at Hobby Lobby, and I decided, you know, I've got 2 packs of these, let's just use them. The paper was actually Miss Kate's Cuttables. I'll try to link the paper below. I also used a little 6x6 paper pad that I had on some of them as well. I used red cardstock just from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and it's just 65 pound. And then I just did a scallop circle here, and then just some scrap white, and I used a stamp to stamp Merry Christmas on here. It's turning out so cute. So let me quickly show you all of them. Here's another one. Here's this one. And they're all the same inside, but all the papers, I just made them all different inside as far as the papers. I absolutely love this brown one. And look at the inside. This right here is like a tuck spot. You can put a gift card or something like that. So it's going to be a great gift. Let's see if I can get these over in my basket here. Sorry for the delay for a second. I just want to put these in my basket. That way then I know which ones I've showed you. There's this one. And then here we go. I love this one. We go. And for the scallops or the little flower looking circles, I just used a bunch of scraps I had. There's this one. Here we go. They all have stamped Merry Christmas inside, as you see. It's a beautiful day outside. I drove down past our pool area when I ran to Walmart a while ago, and our neighborhood is having a craft fair. If I would have just known, I would have participated. But I didn't know until 2 days ago, so I'll skip this one. Got my other one coming up in less than 6 weeks. I gotta be ready. So these are just fun. The papers don't all match, but they ended up matching. It's just easy. Got this one. This one I love. Love the colors. It's just fun and bright. And then I've got 2 more to show you. And then the last one, sorry for my arm. And there's the inside. Okay, so I'm going to put these up to the side. Let's just leave one out so you can see it if you want to. Okay, so what we're going to need is we're going to need to get our paper out. So let me get that ready for you. Okay, so what you're going to need is you're going to need a piece of cardstock. And like I said, I'm using 65-pound weight. I guess if you have heavier duty, that's good, but I did not have. But I think this is working out fine. You're going to cut your paper at 9 inches by 8.5. And on the 9-inch side, go ahead and let's score your paper at 4 and 8. Then you're going to turn it to the 8.5-inch side, and you're going to score it at 5.5 and 6. So there you go. It's looking just like this. Okay, so now what we need to do is we're going to have to do a little bit more scoring. So turn it around where it's on the 9-inch side, and you have you can do it either way. You can do it like this, or you can do it the other way because it's the 9-inch side. But now you're just going to score it in half. So 3 and 3.5, and then 8 and 8.5. And you only go down, actually we needed to go down to one more score line. You go down to the bottom score line. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. So it looks like this. So here you're going to be scoring at 3, 3.5. You already had your 4-inch. And you're going to have your 8-inch and then only score down to this line at 8.5 inches. Just like this. So super simple. So anyway, let me just go over over that again. So if it's turned like this on the 9-inch side, 4 and 8, you turn it and you turn it on the 8.5-inch side, and you're going to do it at 5.5 and 6. And then if you turn it over here like this, back on the 9-inch side, you score at 3 and 3.5 down to this score line right here. And then you're skip over here by the 8, and you're going to do another 1/2-inch score right over here at 8.5. Okay, super simple, y'all. Okay, so let me grab my scissors. And I'm going to go ahead. You got to do some cutting to get rid of some of this. So over here on this side right here where you have this little bit, we're just going to cut up these score lines right up here up to this one right here. Okay. And then over here on this side, you're going to cut at this score line right here. Sorry for the glare. You're going to cut all the way up to the score line right here. And then you're going to cut this bit right here off. Okay, so it's looking like this, but you still have this part right here, and you need these little tabs, okay? On the one that I saw on Pinterest, they cut the tab off. I like to have the tab there. I think it just kind of makes the box part more sturdy. So that's it. That's it. There's what it's going to look like. So now you have these 2 tabs right here, and these right here we're all going to fold. So let's just get busy and fold. So we're going to start, and let me get you a little bit closer. We're going to start on this little 1-inch line over here. I'm going to fold it to make sure I got it good and straight. You're going to fold the tab up into that line right there. Now we're going to fold this line and the next score mark. So it's looking like this, okay? Then you're going to flip it around. You're going to fold this in. And this in. And I've got a tab right here. Going to get that folded. And then, I mean, you could fold all this before you cut, but I kind of like to cut mine first. It's preference, y'all. Okay, make sure, get that folded. Now we've got 2 more score lines. Let's fold these up. Fold this one up. The last 2 nights I've been sitting out there folding, making the bases of these. Okay, so So this part where the little pocket part is for where our hot cocoa is going to go needs to be folded out. This part right here is going to be folded away from you, and this is going to be folded, so then this part's going to go up. Okay, get you out just a little bit. Okay, so now that you got everything all nicely scored, folded, and all that good stuff, take some tape, and let me grab my, see if I can grab what I did. Here's a tape runner. This will work. So I like to just put a little bit of tape on your tabs, and sorry about the shadow here. Okay, so now what you're going to do with your tabs, you're going to take this part, and you've got this gusset right here, okay? So fold this up just like this, and bring this one up, and bring this right even with that line up in there where you're bringing your folder, just like up in there. Let's do the other side. So bring it up just like this. Now you have these parts left. So I'm going to grab my wet glue. I used wet glue on almost this whole project. Put it on here as well. You want to make sure you get enough where it's going to adhere really well. And then push these up and make the edges of the gusset even with the sides. So I'm just going to make it even with the sides. And I'm just going to use my bone folder and get up in there and get this pressed down really, really well. So here you go. You got, now it looks like this, like you've got a little pocket up front. Super simple. And then here is where you're going to put the card. Okay, so I've already gone ahead. Let me get the pen back on my glue. And I've already gone ahead and I've cut, and I went ahead and stamped my grading. This is just a piece of paper that I just measured. I put my paper up in here and kind of measured about the size of what I would need. And let me see if I can tell you exactly what it is. It is about 3 7/8 by, let me write this down so I'll be able to tell you later. 3 7/8, and it's by 5 and I believe 5/8. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 5 3/8. If I am wrong on that, y'all, I will try to see if I can put it on the screen for you. But anyway, I've already used, I already had this Merry Christmas stamp just in my stash that I had, and I went ahead and stamped every one of them. So now I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to use my wet glue. And I'm going to go ahead and get this one down. Once you get going on this, like last night I finished folding everything because I cut everything, scored everything, and then so last night I started about 8 o'clock. I started cutting the paper. I was sitting at my kitchen table. I got that with a little crook. I'm going to see if I can lift it up. So one good thing about using wet glue, you have a little wiggle room in case you get it down crooked. So there you go. Now this is where your grading will go. Get this pressed down really well. Now let me grab some designer paper and we'll finish this one up. Okay, so I found this piece. It's a 6x6 in my stash. This is where I actually got it from this paper collection. I got it at Tuesday Morning, probably last year. But yeah, I just love, this one is a kind of vibrant. It's just really, really, really pretty. And so I just love it. I love the browns and the reds on here. I just think it's just beautiful. So I've gone ahead and I've cut it to the size that I need. And you're going to need to cut 2 of these. And I use different prints. So you're going to need one that you're going to be putting down inside. And one of them that you're going to be putting over here. Okay, so what I did to make myself and make my life a little tad easier last night is I went ahead and I measured it. And if you look at my ruler right here on my cutter, I put little pink marks, and I know it's kind of hard to see exactly where everything I needed to cut last night. So I didn't have to keep trying to remember, okay, how big do I need to make this? And it worked out well just having it. And you can see my little pink marks here. So this particular one is like a little less than 4 inches in the width. And it is about a little less than 5.5 inches in height. Just take it and just measure it up inside here. Okay, so, and that way then you'll kind of know the size that you need. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one glued down. I'm going to get this one up inside. Remember, I got some glue there. Good thing I'm going to cover it. So just remember, if you're using directional paper, that you put your stuff in the right direction. Gonna move it over just a little bit. Now that I've got that in, let's get this pressed down. Really well, and there you go. Now I've got the base. Isn't that just really pretty, just looking out like that? So now I'm gonna find another piece that I can put for the inside and my little flaps. Now you're also going to need a piece for this little flap here, and this is the extra piece that I had cut off the end of this one, and I can just use that one as well. And this one is only going to be needing to be like a little less than 5.5 in height, but about 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to go ahead and just use this one, and I'm going to just cut it off. I'm going to hold it in place of my bone folder, and I'm just going to use my scrap on that little flap. So we're going to remember that. Now I'm going to need one more piece for the inside, and then we'll need a piece for the outside. So let's see. I think I will go with this one for the inside. I like that one. And then I'm going to find something. I think I'll go with this one for the outside. Okay, so let's cut one more piece for the inside. So I've got my little less than a 4 on my little less than a 4 line here. So like 3 7/8. And then a little less than 5.5 right here. Just kind of measure it. Just measure it up against your project. So there, we got that one for the inside. And now I need a little small piece for this outside piece right here, okay? So let me get that. It's going to be the width, so a little less than 4 inches. And then it's going to be a little less than 2.5 inches. So just a smidge less. Measure it up against your project. I promise you it's going to work. Okay, that's all the cutting. Let's get this back over here. Let's go ahead and we're going to get this one adhered down here. Use wet glue, use tape, whatever you prefer. I've really been working hard trying to get these, because before I had like months to make to have everything ready and all that, and I would make a few things and move to something else, but I can't do that this time. Okay, so there we got this one on. And then this one's going to go right here on this flap right here. Let's get this one glued on. And I just put it in here just to make it pretty. Press it down really, really well. So now this is going to be like a little flap over here. Now we're going to adhere this last one. We're going to put this one up in there. And I'm going to put this one right up inside here. And you can put this all the way over at the edge of the crease because it's going to be up underneath. Because you want to make sure you leave a little bit of space right here for when you're folding it to make the card portion of this. Now, all you're going to need to do, and I'm going to press this down really good. I want to make sure everything adheres down. And then all you're going to do is you're going to take it, put a little glue on the edges. If I can find the Pinterest post, I will link it below if I can find it. I think it was a post from like a couple of years ago, but I just thought it was just really cute. And so there you go. So that is that easy. Look at that. You got a card. Here's a tuck spot for a gift card or a tag or a greeting or something like that. Okay, so now what I did is I also, just to put something on the front, I used my 2.5 it was actually a 2 1/4 inch scallop or little flower punch. And I think for this one I'm going to use some double-sided tape. I put this on just like this. Then I'm going to make a choice out of my stickers, what I have left. I kind of think I'm just going to do, well, I only have a little options left. I'm going to do a candy cane, and I think I'll do a little present. Now, these are stickers, but I still put a little wet glue on them because I want to make sure they adhere and don't fall off. You know, sometimes these little stickers, and mostly this piece of paper right here is like a little bit glittery, so I don't want it to fall off. I'm going to think I'll do this, like this in a present. And there we go. So just something simple down here. Can I get my glue dot, my lid on my glue here, my pen. Okay, so that's how you make it. Super simple. Okay, so what you're going to be doing is you're going to stuff these. I am going to be putting hot cocoa. I always buy Swiss Miss. Sorry, I bumped my camera here. This one is a 30 pack. It was $4.97 at Walmart. I was gonna go to Costco and buy, but then I decided I'm only gonna do 24 or 25 of these. So I'm gonna put my hot cocoa in here, and I might even be able to do 2. No, I better not. I'm just gonna do 1, and then I'm going to be putting in a candy cane spoon. Someone did mention to me when I showed these the other night that a couple of them got broken, that I should call Amazon and tell them, and I might just do that. They might send me a free box or something, but I don't have time to wait to return it, and you never know, they might come broke again. I understand that Dollar Tree is going to be selling these like this, but my Dollar Tree does not have them yet, and I have a lot of things to do. So anyway, here is the little peppermint spoons. How darling are they? So cute. So the peppermint spoon is going to go in here as well. And then it will also, in here, it will have some marshmallows. So this is how I'm going to be doing my hot cocoa mix. How cute is this? Now, to keep the spoon from moving around, I'm not going to do anything with it until I get my marshmallows. They're not coming from Amazon until Monday, I think. I don't know why it takes them so long. Everything else came, but anyway, I might put a little sticky dot behind the spoon just to hold it up. But I'm going to wait until I get my marshmallows to put in there as well. If you want to go ahead and add a little greeting tag or a little cut apart or something right here, that would be really cute too. And I might go and do that. And then because, you know, a lot of times I put my hot cocoa packs in like a clear bag. I just think it just makes it more cleaner. People are picking it up. You don't want people to be touching, even though the food items are closed. But I'm going to be using some clear bags like this, and I'll just fold it under. There'll be no topper on them. I will just have it secure inside the little clear pocket. Now, a lot of the times I get my clear bags on clearbags.com, but these are crystal clear bags. This is the 5x7 bag. Well, actually, it's a 5 7/16 by 7 1/4. And so I get these at Hobby Lobby, and you find them in the section where there's canvases and for photo framing and things like that. That's where I find them. So anyway, this is how I'm going to be doing it. I think it's going to be darling once I put in the marshmallows. And then, like I said, I'll just be putting them in this clear bag. And it's going to be sealed up just like this. It is hot cocoa and a greeting is what it is. And that is so sweet. Now, in the past, I have done my hot cocoa packs. The first year I did them for $1, and they were super, super simple. The next year I added some stuff to them, and I've done hot cocoa packs for like the last 3 or 4 years. And so this year, because I've added in the extra spoon, I'm putting marshmallows. It's a little bit more complex. It took me a lot longer to make. I'm thinking that I probably will do these probably $3.50 or $4. Leave me a note below and let me know what you think. I think that if you went out to a store, you would probably pay that for it. And because of the complexity and all that of how long it actually takes, you know, I mean, mostly it didn't take really long, but to make it, but when you're making them in quantity and things like that, but buying everything, I'm thinking $3.50 is probably what $3 at the least is what I'll go. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. It's super, super cute, and I'm just really excited the way they turned out this year. They will all go in a basket and just sit all up there and nice and shiny at my craft fair. And hopefully I'll be able to, because I've added different elements in it, hopefully I'll be able to send them to sell them. And in the past I've made 100, and I'm not doing that this time. I'm going to just cut it down some. I'm just going to do a little bit, since I'm doing a little bit more in them, I'm just going to do 25. And so I think that will be a good price, because last year they sold, but not as good as the first year I sold them. The first year I sold all but about 5, but I did them $1 a piece. And so I'm thinking $3 is the least I will go with these. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think, because I'm thinking that would be comparable to what a store would sell. So anyway, I'm interested in your input on it. I think that they are going to be just darling. Just love this one so much. And I hope you guys like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you have an awesome Saturday. Oh my goodness, y'all, I've got a mess here. I need to go in there and get a shower. I'm thinking about asking my daughter if she wants to go and get a pedicure, because she had a birthday this week. She turned 35. So anyway, I'm going to see if maybe she might want to go. If not today or maybe tomorrow, but it's a little bit chilly here in North Texas, and I think I might go over to the craft fair here in our neighborhood just to look around, see what people are selling and so forth. I went earlier and there's about, I don't know, 10 tables, but really wished I would have known about that ahead of time, but it's okay. It's all good. But anyway, thanks so much everyone for watching. I hope that you have an awesome, awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.